Okay, welcome to Never Park the Bus. This is the Man United fan show. Obviously, Manchester United have just played Copenhagen. Hard game. I didn't think it was going to be as hard. We got the win, 1-0. I think it was 14 shots on target, 14 saves from the goalkeeper. I don't think they had one shot on target. We hit the post 3 times. Penalty disallowed, offside, goals disallowed. Madness, absolute madness. Today we got Big Tav on the show. We got Big Magic on the show. It's the 3 of us today. So, Tav, since it's your first time on, how did you see the game today, bro?
Listen, I called the last 30 minutes of the game, and I thought there's no way we're scoring. Like, I just didn't know what was going on. Like, it was one of them games, you know, that it wasn't going to be a spectacular goal. It's going to be one of them tap-in kind of moments. And mate, when I saw him go down, I thought, penalty. That's it, penalty. And then when I saw a man like Fernandez step up, I knew straight away. I think I read it. Yeah, man, it's only going to go one way because I think I checked the stat, and he ain't missed a penalty in like 2 years, something like that. Ridiculous. Yeah, moving crazy. So saw that and I knew it was in.
Yeah, boy. But so you thought it would take a penalty to win this game, or?
Do you know what? I thought it'd be something simple. I thought it'd be a penalty or a tap in or one of them square type, square in the box, knock it in. It was one of them tap in kind of goals because that keeper was unreal, honestly. Every angle. Don't matter. He was going the other. I think I saw one of the times he was going the other way, and he saved it with his foot. Again. And I thought, what's going on there? Like, it was nuts, man.
It was a mad game. Mr. Magic, how did you see the game?
Oh boy, you know what? Like, first 20 minutes was a bit shaky for us still, and then we kind of took control of the game. But it was one of those ones where you see, like, the more the game went on, they were getting more confident. You understand?
Yeah.
And like, you could tell we wasn't getting the rub of the green, like the little offsides where we had like a penalty shot, but then obviously the VAR stepped in, it was offside, and then you're just thinking to yourself, is it going to be one of those
days? Of them days, man.
Under like Mourinho times where we're thinking, you know what, it's just not going to happen, bro. It's just going to happen. Yeah, and it looked, for me personally, I saw extra time coming, but then I thought to myself, it's just going to be pens. I was confident if we get to pens, but then the way we just stepped it up in the extra time, bro, like, Ollie, I was a bit surprised with the switch of Greenwood for Mata, but Mata done really well.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I thought Matic done all right. He calmed it down. And then, yeah, man, like, Tony just came alive, bro. Like, Tony's a bad boy, fam. Pure badness, bro. Marshall, see that guy? Listen, I hold my hands up. There was times I used to doubt him, and I never.
No, but that doubting, it was governed. Like, you had right to doubt him because he was the way he was treated was shocking. So it came out on the pitch, and his number 9 got taken off him. He was out wide doing the madness. That got taken off him when Sanchez came in. Like, he's walking around, you could see in his body language, he's a bit sad of what's going on with the situation. He wanted to leave, but the fans loved him, and he wanted to stay, and Mourinho wanted to get rid of him. And I think when he first came in and we first saw him do that madness against Liverpool, when he bust their head and scored, I was like, oh my God, who's this guy? But LVG, he played him as a 9, and he gave him the number 9. And after LVG, once Jose came in, I think that absolutely shattered him. And I think now he's actually having the chance to be the number 9 that he wants to be and play.
Yeah, he's smiling, blood. He never smiles. Tony never smiles, blood.
Right there.
See, my only problem with Martial is there's a couple of times, well, not even a couple of times, there's a fair amount of times he could make better choices. Do you get what I'm saying? There's a couple of times where he holds onto the ball too long where he could square it to someone. Do you get what I'm saying? So, I mean, equally, that is his job. You know what I'm saying? He's got to be that guy who's greedy because he scores. Don't get me wrong, but when he's having a bad day, you know he's having a bad day. It's just not going in his way. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's my only problem with him, but good player, man. We need him. If he wasn't there, it'd be a different squad.
Totally. But my view on Martial is, see, some players, all right, how do I put it? Some players, they're so good in what they do. So technically, they're so good in the one touch and moving the ball and around the corners. And if they ain't got no one that they can play that football with, they look crap because they can't play their game. They're unable to play their game. And I do see sometimes, like earlier, we was talking to Magic's brother and my cousin H, and he was saying about he doesn't think he's a good finisher and blah, blah, blah. Or he is a good finisher, but he's not great, he's not elite or what it is. But at times, everyone's right. Like what you say, he holds on to the ball or whatever. At times, he has done that. At times, he has missed chances. But personally, me, I'm very happy that he's our number 9 because I think if we manage to add someone like Sancho to him, and him and Rashford already, their connection is mad. Like their connection.
Yeah.
But when you look to the other side, even though Mason's so good, Mason's more of a finisher than a connected the play type of player. He's actually a number 9. So I don't know. Watching the whole game, Magic, did you just get the feeling that today is not going to be our day?
Yeah, it was just the green, bruv. Like as Tav was saying, bruv, that the goalkeeper was moving like Dave back in like 2016, 2015's blood. It was
madness.
Bruv, some of them saves, I was thinking, yo, who is this guy, bro?
What's going on?
Yeah, don't a lot of keepers do this to us. They just turn it on for us.
Yeah, who was it? There was one of those, it was like Burnley, man. Yeah, remember that Burnley keeper?
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, man.
Bro, any guy,
I just hope he's not a one-hit wonder. Do you get what I'm saying? I hope he's one of the... I just hope he's not one of them keepers who had the game of his life. I hope he's a good keeper because, honestly, if he plays like that against us...
Yeah.
No words, man. No words. I had no words for him. I was just like, what's going on here? Nothing's beating this guy, man.
He was doing bits, but listen, I'm not going to pretend like I watch any Copenhagen game. That's the first time I've been watching for 90 minutes. But their record was they only let in 11 in 16 games before this game, and they don't let in more than 1 goal per game. So he might have a lot to do with that. He might have had regular good performances. Yeah. They was well organised, I'd say that. And I was worried, man. Do you know why I was mainly worried? Group chats, bro. I couldn't take it, bro. If we lost, WhatsApp's gonna go mad. Look, them man who don't speak in WhatsApp, all of a sudden they're speaking on WhatsApp. See them ones there?
Yeah.
I was like, not today, man. Not today.
Yeah.
But
I was fairly confident with the pens, though. If we went to pens, I was fairly confident because he brought on Mata. Mata's a set piece taker. Rashford is, we know. Tony is, like Pogba. Martial. Yeah, man, we got more than enough. Yeah, we got more than enough. I was like, if it went to pens, I was confident, but I just thought it's gonna be one of them games where where it's like a cheap free kick, they whip it in, own goal, or some confusion.
See, this is what I was thinking. Yeah, this is what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It happens to us too often, bro.
When the ball just gets lost in the box. Sorry, go on, Ted.
They had a couple of chances as well, and I think I can't remember I don't even remember when it was in the game. It was towards the end, but when he squared it back to him, and then I think it was I thought, whoa! I thought that's it. I thought he's done it. I thought he's gonna score. I thought, nah, don't kill me.
Blocking,
and then he slid him from nowhere, and I thought, whoa, what's going on there? Do you get what I'm saying? And it was just, I thought we had the beating of them all game. Don't get me wrong, we were all over it. Well, not all game. For the amount of time I was watching it, we were doing well, and I just felt like we were playing ball. We're going forward, attacking it. But then every so often they'd get that one chance where they're like, is he going to put it away? And I thought, if he does that, we've lost the game. Because I know it was just one of them games we weren't going to score a spectacular one. So, man, it was...
We weren't getting the rub, and even down to that referee, I don't know what he was on. He was on something else. Those 2 yellow cards for our centre backs, and then what they was getting away with, no fouls and blah blah blah. But I mean, at least he gave us 2 penalties. He spotted those at least. Some people just wave them off. What's not? So we've been getting quite a few penalties this season.
Yeah, quite a few. I think one of my boys has even given Fernandez the nickname Penandez or something like that because he just every goal he scores is a penalty. But to be fair, that's what we need, and I'll take it. Do you get what I'm saying? We play well. It's not like we just get 1 penalty and then we don't do nothing all game. We play well. Do you get what I'm saying? So that penalty is well earned. So whether we put it away or not, we took the game. That's all I've got to say.
Yeah. Like out of the 21 penalties we've had, I'd say possibly 2 of them you could say they're not pens.
Yeah.
The rest of them are pens, bro. Like
that dodgy Fernandez one.
Like, so if a pen is a pen, it don't matter who it's going to. That's it, bro.
That's the thing. I mean, banter's banter, so they're going to say what they can say. But when you get fouled in the box, it's a pen. You can't not give it because you've had the couple before.
That's
it.
Yeah.
So next round, we got Wolves or Sevilla. What are you thinking? Who would you rather, first of all? Who would you rather at the 2 tab?
Do you know what? We've always got a thing against Spanish teams, so I'd take Wolves, man. People may beg to differ or disagree with me, but I'd take Wolves all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear you. What about you, Magic? You agree or?
You know what? Yeah, bruv. Tab's right, but then we've got a thing against Wolves as well, blood.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point,
hey,
man.
Listen. If a man like Traore gets running that man, like Ruben Neves, like he whipped one in top bin early in the season. Remember, Drew over there, bro. It's that team, bro. Like I don't know what it is with Wolves, and do you know what? Personally, I don't want to play against like even Jimenez, because if Jimenez gets going, he's gonna attack Lindelof. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably take Sevilla only because I know Sevilla would attack. So that would give our forwards more of a chance, because Wolves will sit in.
Yeah, good point.
And they know us from the Prem. You understand? So I would probably just go with a gamble of Sevilla, because Sevilla will obviously they'll probably have the ball a bit. They'll probably use the ball better than us, but it's just in certain situations I feel like Pog, Fernandez, they'll be able to spot little gaps in like. And a lot of Spanish teams, they don't defend well anyway.
Yeah.
They're able to pick them apart. But with Wolves, they can sit in, bro. Like they can sit in, soak it up, and then, bro, Jimenez and flipping Traore. And,
dude, I don't want to see Traore against Williams. That would be like a horror show.
Yeah, it's madness. A man's all oiling himself up now, so man can't even.
I thought I was going to. Do you know what? I heard about that. I saw the picture and I thought that was a joke. But honestly, it must have. Mate, I saw the size of him. I thought, nah. So and you oil him up. There's no chance. No one has a chance.
Yeah, well, man, oiling himself up, and he's already quick. So even if he,
but listen, I've got a lot of faith in that kid Williams, because he's top quality, I think, in my opinion. Even today, from when I was watching the game, he's not scared to go into a challenge. Do you get what I'm saying? He's not one of the type to just back off and let someone run past him. He stuck his foot in a couple of times in the box. There was a couple of ones where I was like, "Oh, that's a close one," but I like that boy. He's got some heart. So I don't know, man. Even we'll count him out. Yeah, we'll count him out. But listen, he could be one of them ones who he's a smart defender. Do you get what I'm saying? He knows when to step into the guy, put him off his game.
I like Williams because he's no nonsense. He's gonna go in and hammer you in that challenge, and he'll hound you and run. But the only thing I'll say with Williams is, where he's young, he needs more games. To, like the way he got done today. I don't know if you saw that skill when man just popped it round the back of him and run round him. Oh my god!
Yeah, I saw that one.
It was.
I saw that.
He was moving like Ronaldo, bro. I said to myself, please don't let this be a goal, because I will never live this down. Never. But yeah, I mean, I like him. I agree with the thing of Sevilla. The reason why I say that, Wolves is used to the pace of the game. We struggled with Wolves, but when we struggled, we didn't have Pogba and Fernandez, and we wasn't playing Greenwood. So we went back to what our problem was, which was trying to break down the low block. And even today, we struggled with it a bit, even though we hit the post 3 times and goals disallowed and whatever. We've got better with it. But that was our main struggle, the low block. With Sevilla, I don't think they're used to the pace of our game, how fast we counter attack, how fast and blah, blah, blah. And if they dare to attack us and leave gaps, then, I think we're more likely to take them than Wolves. If we manage to get past Wolves or Sevilla, what do you think if we get into the final?
Inter making that, bro. Inter making that final.
Yeah,
you're making that funnel.
Guaranteed. Almost guaranteed, man.
Bruv. I want him. I want to kill him off, bro.
Do you think they got a better chance than us, or we got a better chance, or equal?
No.
You think we can take them?
Listen, I think we'll take them, but the only thing is Lukaku's coming for blood. Do you get what I'm saying? He needs that blood. So he's coming at us hard, and I don't know. He could stick one on him, but It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. I mean, I just think I attacked that.
For Lautaro, he's the one. I'm telling you, it's his movement off the ball, and these little deft touches where he's the guy where, he's the one. And Lukaku they're putting the ball in the box for man. They're providing it.
Yeah,
like Lukaku will get you goals, but that's only if you play to his strength, and they're playing to his strengths. But I still think we'll take them, bro.
I hope we do. Yeah. I couldn't stand Lukaku coming back and getting one over us. I couldn't stand it. Yeah. Quick question: man. Can Sanchez play against us in this cup? Because they've signed him now. But what's the rules? It's not end of the season. He's our loan player.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, I was funny enough. I was speaking about this in the chat. No one really came to that conclusion. It was just kind of like, oh, can he play? Can he not? I'm not even sure myself.
Ollie, I just say let him blood clot play, bro. We're spinning.
He's been moving mad. He's been moving mad though.
Let him play, bro. We're spinning Clark too, bro. Yeah.
But the only thing I fear more than anything is Lukaku. The reason why I fear Lukaku, we've all played football, and growing up, once you play against your pals, for one, you get extra incentive to bad them up, and for two, you know them. You know what they're about. You've played with them in training how many times? You know how to do them, who falls for what, do you know what I mean? What not to do with certain man.
100.
So he's the only one I really fear. Moving on from that, do you think we're going to sign Jadon Sancho? It's getting sticky.
Tough one.
The media's getting sticky.
Listen, I don't know, man. I don't see a reason for him not to come. To be honest, I think he's well on his way. But yeah, the way the media are pitching it, it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say, honestly.
Because was it the sporting director? I think he came out today for Dortmund and said, "Nah, that's it. We're keeping him. It's over. Blah blah blah. We're going to sign him up on a new contract and whatever." And I saw it on Sky Sports. I went on their page and I watched it from the Dortmund page, and I'm thinking, wow, like I know they're all playing a bit of hardball. Say again, sorry.
He's in their squad. No. Yeah, for their.
I will be sad. I will be a sad man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be the first time this happened to us though. Where we've had like a big prospect linked to us, and then boom, just collapses last minute. I can't remember that.
It happened with Haaland.
It happened with him. Who was the guy for? I can't remember in the I think it was the Italian league. I can't remember his name, but he was linked to us as well. And then last minute that collapsed. So it's hard to say, man.
I mean, who would you go for if we didn't get Sancho? Because the Manchester United team, first 11 is good but not great. As in, we've still got 4 slots to fill in our first 11. And then the bench, we've got a whole bench to fill. Because once our first team goes off, the people coming on, it's bad. Like, you're not going to improve a team or get a goal. All you could really do is put legs on to see out a game with the bench that we've got right now. So would you spend the big money, the 100-odd mil on Sancho, or would you try and get in 3-4 players?
I'd try and only get two players, 2-3 players, maybe. Spend 150. I'd still try and push for Sancho. If Sancho don't come, I know it's a long shot, and he probably wouldn't happen. But Coutinho's there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Try and get him. If Coutinho loves off Liverpool like that, then obviously allow it. But if Coutinho's available, man, just try and see, or
see from my perspective. I think we need a bit more experience, man. I think we need to go for one of the older boys because, in my eyes, look, we've got the younger players. The younger players they're ready, man. They're ready to go. They're hungry, but we just need a bit more discipline in the team. And I think we need to start at the back because, honestly, a couple of people may beg to differ, but Maguire, I'm not a fan in the slightest of that guy. I just don't think he brings much to the table, man. He's had a couple of good games, whatnot, but he's not good enough for me. Not good enough. Need him out of the squad.
So
people may differ. Like I said,
you would replace
listen, people may differ. I'd replace Maguire. Honestly, I don't think he's worth the money. Honestly,
he's definitely not worth the money. Yeah, it's definitely most players are not worth their money. But would you replace? As in the centre backs we've got, who would you play then? Would you not play Maguire out of the ones that we already have?
I mean, out of the ones, that's it. Like, out of the ones we already have, I would. But that's what I'm saying. We need someone to come in there and play that sort of, that father-son kind of role with the rest of the defenders. Like, listen, I'm the mature one. We need a couple of the young boys out here, but we need discipline. We need to stick to this because right now I feel like we don't have that. Most of the boys are young, so there's mistakes are likely to happen, which is what does happen occasionally. So yeah, I mean, of course, based on the players we got, yeah, he's definitely has a spot in the team. But would I bring someone in who's more experienced? 100%. From my
who's out there that you would maybe suggest, or have you got anyone? Because here's the thing. Magic said this maybe 2-3 years ago. The first person I heard say it, and I'm with it now. He said that the level of defenders now is piss poor. And since he said it, I've been watching, and it really is. There's no one really out there great. There's no one I'd say, yeah, get him. Definitely, if we get him, that is a great signing. There's no one I can think of like that. People talk about Koulibaly, when we've seen him play English opposition or when we've watched him play against Barcelona, poor. Everyone will have poor games, don't get me wrong, but he's not worth 80 million, 90 million. I know Maguire isn't, and my view on Maguire is I never rated Maguire as a best defender in the world. I just know what Maguire brings. His aerial presence is brilliant. We were 17th in the league for aerial presence. We're up to 3rd last time I checked. He changed that completely. He runs the ball out of defence brilliantly and links the play, passes it out, runs the ball out. They're the two things that I think is brilliant. He has had lots of last-ditch blocks, which have been good for us. But the thing that I've never been fooled about, and I knew it before we signed him, you can just run past the geezer. If he's got no cover, you can just run past him. You can nuts him, run past him. That's his weakness. He needs cover. And him with Lindelof, there's no cover. I thought today, him with Bailly looked brilliant, if I'm honest. So maybe we need someone to play with him rather than replace him.
Yeah, fair enough. I can reason with that. That makes sense to me because this is my thing, right? You can be a quality defender. You can have Arnold's ability, but if you're not defending first, the way I see it, then what's the point? Do you get what I'm saying? That's your main role. You need to be good at what you're doing before you're going forward. So that's where I think he's lacking. So yeah, but I agree. I can agree with that. Maybe if we got someone beside him who's a bit more, last ditch kind of guy, who can hold it up a bit more, that'd be a good shout, I think.
But saying that, he has had bad performances, but he's had more good than bad. And what are we, 3rd best now? Defence in the league. So we've gone up, even though he might not be the greatest defender in the world. I will never sit there and say he is. But we've got better. We've got better. Yeah. So
yeah, and then like you say, there's not many options on the market right now. When I'm thinking about it now, honestly, other than the big boys, which we're never going to get, like the Van Dijks and stuff, who's really out there? Who's really scary? Who's anyone fearing? I can't really think of someone immediately. So it's a good point there as well.
This is what we was trying to say, because we was trying to pick like the top 5 best centre backs of today, and if you look like from so what we saying left today, and you look between say 2000 to 2010, Tav, who is there today, bruv? Like, you're gonna is Ramos a great defender? No, Ramos is great,
not really,
but he's not a good defender. And then you got Van Dijk. Cool, you give Van Dijk his pass, world's best centre back. But then other than them two there, you're clutching. Like who?
There's Laporte. I put Laporte in there. Yeah, other than Laporte, Van Dijk.
But he hardly starts for France. You understand what I'm saying?
Laporte. Even there was big ratings for Varane. I've always had.
Yeah, you had Varane. You got MTT, but them man there, they're shoddy, bruv.
What do you boys think of a couple of the Burnley boys? I mean, I think, listen, when we look at Burnley's defence, I mean, now of course they've dropped off, but when they're at their prime, Burnley were they still are a hard team to beat. But you're never really getting many goals past Burnley up until recently.
What, can they play with the ball? So,
that's the main
not
thing.
Really.
Yeah,
but that's what we're saying though. But that's what we're saying though. I mean, we need a strong defender who's good at being a defender. Do you get what I'm saying? And then of course we can build him up to play decent batch of football. And that's my thing, right? With Maguire, yeah, he's good in the air and all that, but his ball work is just shocking sometimes. And that's my point.
You don't like his ball work?
I think he's all right on the ball, to be honest.
Honestly,
that's what he's known for. He's known for headering it and being all right with his feet.
I think that's the two things he's good at.
Yeah, I mean, no, he's definitely good in the air. I mean, to be fair, maybe I caught him on bad games whenever I watched him, but whenever I watch him in just generally playing football, I don't really see too much from him that impresses me. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
I have seen a few games where he's almost like he's tried too hard. He's tried to run into midfield. He's give the ball away, and I have seen that. But sometimes I think that's a lot to do with your teammates. When you've got the ball, you don't really want the ball. You want someone to give the ball to, and if no one shows, you're stuck with it. Yeah. So you try and turn back, and then he's not the most agile player. I think Maguire's a good player, not a great player, and he should play with someone very athletic that can recover and also can play with the ball and a little bit good in the air. I think Bailly would be a brilliant partner, but he's just always injured. I think Bailly's our actual best defender, our best centre-back, but he's just always injured.
100.
What's his name? Axel Tuanzebe. I was really hopeful for him this season.
Player, man. Top young prospect, but always injured, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. So it's a funny one.
That's this season. He had a whole season with Aston Villa. He hasn't really got a very bad injury record, but this season he just let himself down. He had lots of opportunities, man. So here we are. So anyway, other than our signings, we could go on about that all day. I think personally we need, just quickly, what do you think we need in our team? What positions? Not necessarily the signings, but what positions do you think we need signed? Magic.
For our squad to compete for the league, because that's obviously we're Man United. That's what we should be doing, like year in year out. I say we need another right-sided forward. A left back. Obviously, like Luke Shaw is coming in his own. He's doing all right. But I still want better than Luke Shaw. You understand? Yeah, because attacking wise, he offers us nothing. I'd probably say because of our centre back injuries, with obviously Bailly and Tuanzebe, I'd say get another centre back. Probably see who's out there. Do you know what I mean? And maybe another DM. Because if Matic is getting on, but then we might need another player who could put his foot on the ball, or it's if not an actual DM, like a ball playing, a deep line centre mid. Yeah, because Liverpool getting that Thiago brother, it can't happen. We have to intercept, bro.
Yeah, they can't keep getting better, man.
We have to intercept, because that is not on, bro.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, like a central midfielder, maybe a centre back and a right-sided player and a left back. That's what I'd say. The challenge.
I'm the exact same. How about you, Tev?
I'm going left back, centre back, defo. 100% need those two. Centre mid. More of a. It's hard to say because we've got Fernandes the Great right now, right? I don't think we need any more than him, but it's always nice to have that. That backup just in case, or that guy who can fill in whenever he needs a rest or something like that. So maybe, I'd say just behind forward, attacking mid. So I'm going left back, centre left, and attacking mid all day.
Okay, yeah. We definitely need numbers and quality. People that can go straight into the team and maybe push a few people into the bench to strengthen our bench. Because at the minute, I think our bench is very, very shoddy. Last but not least, let's quickly go through it. Let's go through the play ratings. So what would you give, obviously out of 10, Romero today? Magic.
He didn't do nothing. So,
but to be fair, you could have made a mistake, man.
Fucking hell, like what? Like give him just give him a 7 for the sake of it.
What are you saying, Tam?
Nah, I can't give him a 7, man. That's too much. I got to give him a 6.8 because he didn't do much, man. 6.8 max.
I'm gonna go with a 6 because, like you said, he didn't do nothing. He had nothing to do. A standard 6. A standard 6. Really, it should be a standard 5, but he wasn't bad, even though he didn't do nothing. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'll go with a 6. Let's go to right back, Mr. Wan-Bissaka. Tav.
I think Wan played well, man. Listen, I'll definitely give him a decent 7.5. You know, I think he played fairly good. You know, again, not exceptional because there wasn't too much to do. It was just kind of one of them games where we were all over them and they had a couple of chances. So yeah, I'll give him a 7.5, man.
Okay, we're throwing out the points, the 0.5s, the 0.8s today. We say Magic.
I'm gonna give one a 7. Yeah, but like he done some good blocks. He done his thing. Yeah, man, he was all right. He put in some decent crosses as well. To be fair.
Yeah.
I rate him. One.
I'm agree with that. I'm gonna say a 7. He never really puts a foot wrong. He done one challenge that he got the ball, he rebounded off the guy, and he got past him. I was well surprised. I saw someone get past Wan-Bissaka. I was shocked. But yeah, no, I'll give him a 7. He didn't really put much of a foot wrong. All I'd say with him is, maybe it's because we don't have an actual right winger, but he needs to get forward more and put the ball in the box. But saying that, when I watched the game, there's no one in the box. So if he got there and he put it in, no one's trying to just nick it. How many goals you can just nick? Just nick. How many players I played with that I do all the work and they're just a dead baller, but they just nick a goal. And then they got more goals than me this season. Like, just nick the goal sometimes. That's what
this is why. See, if we had Iggy on, Iguodalo, I think we would have had a couple more goals because that was the type of game where he was needed. Yeah. You know, we weren't doing. There's nothing. We couldn't score this spectacular, so we just needed one of them goals where it was inside the box. He nicks it in, cheap little goal, man. That was his game there, man. I think Ollie should have brought him on. But you know, fair play. We still won. I'll take it. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we was all surprised when Mata came on, even though Mata played well. What I probably would have done was taken off Mason or Rashford, whoever it was he wanted to take off, or whoever it was they wanted to take off, and I would have pushed Martial out to the left, put Aguero up top, and put Rashford on the right, or Mason, whoever he took off. Who did he take off? He took off Mason. Yes, so take off Mason.
Yeah, Mason.
I'd either put Rashford on the left or Rashford on the right, Martial on the left, Martial on the right, Aguero up top. But we won, so it doesn't really matter. Today, Maguire, how would you give him the rating? Magic.
It's a funny one with Harry because I didn't think he was that great. I think he was okay. 6.5. Give him. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, like he done a few. He done what he normally does, innit? Like I thought Thingy had a better game, to be honest. Lindelof when he came on.
Yeah. Lindelof's underrated, you know. He's underrated.
Yeah.
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah. I'd give Harry a 6.5. If we're giving 0.5s or just a 6, man. Like I didn't think Harry really he had a lot to do. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, totally agree with that. Tav.
So you see how Graham Souness is with Pogba. That's me and Harry Maguire. I dislike him so much. So, mate, he's getting tops from me. Absolute tops. He's getting a 5.7 from me. Absolute. So I dislike the guy, but fair. Listen, he didn't play bad, but it was just an average game. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't too much to do. Didn't really see him too much. So you know.
Yeah. No, I do get the Maguire thing. But the reason with me is I never in my life looked at him as this big 80 million centre-back. I always knew what he brought. Yeah. I always knew what he is. I know what his weaknesses are, what his strengths are. So, but I would say a 6. So I'm in between the both of you. I'd give him a 6, just standard 6. Tav. Bailly, what would you say?
I think he played well. I think out of the players that we discussed so far, I think Bailly's got by far the best rating for me. So I'll give him decent 7.8 at least. I think he played pretty well, man. He, like you say, stepped in a lot of the challenges, was able to get. So 7.8 for me, decent.
I really like Bailly. Magic.
Yeah, I like Bailly. I've always been a fan. I'll give him a 7. Give him a 7. Same as Basaka. Like, did what he needed to do. I thought the yellow card was a bit harsh, but other than that, yeah, man, I thought he was all right.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go with that. I'll give him a 7 as well. And that was no way in the world a yellow card. But sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Brandon Williams, Magic. What rating would you give him?
Bearing in mind this quarterfinal, Europa, he's not been there before. I thought the kid done all right, you know. I thought the kid done all right, man. Like, I have to take off my hat. Apart from when come to the latter stages of the extra time when experience kicks in, I thought, you know, I'm gonna give him a 6.5/7. I'm in between. Yeah, I thought he done well. Bearing in mind the occasion, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll give the kid a blind, man. Like, yeah. I thought he was okay. It was all right.
Yeah, he done a job.
One of them.
Tav? Brandon Williams.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7. No, I'll give him a 7. I think he played well. You know, again, like I keep saying, it wasn't too much for him to do. But based on what his minimal input, I think he played pretty well. 7, definitely.
Okay. See, with Brandon, I know he's young. I do like him. I do like his energy. I do like his fearlessness. I think he's just not polished at the minute, but that comes down to age. It comes down to experience. It comes down to having a run in the team. I think today he done well. Not great, but he done well. I'd say a 6 personally. I'd give him a 6. Moving forwards, man like Fred, as he started there before Matic. What rating would you give him? Magic.
I thought Fred was okay, to be honest. I didn't think he had a bad game. Like, I thought Fred was okay. I just feel a bit sorry for him, that the fact that there's no chance he's going to be able to start for us.
Yeah.
With the way we're set up. Like,
yeah, you don't start over Pogba.
Yeah.
You do not start over Pogba.
I'll give Fred a 6.5. I'll give him a 6.5. Like, he didn't really do, like, nothing bad, didn't do nothing amazing. He just had a okay game. Yeah, man. And then I think that I'll give Matic the same for when Matic came on, but it just was a bit more calmer in the way things were done. That's all. So, yeah, bearing in mind he came on for him, Matic came on for Fred, I'll give them both the same rating.
Okay. Tav?
Yeah, I'll give Fred about 6. I think he played decent, better than Harry Maguire, of course. But he played well. I think he played fairly decent. So yeah, 6 for sure.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair with Fred. I'll tell you why I like Fred. Magic pointed it out to me before. You can't trust him as a DM, only because sometimes it might be 1 out of 5 games or 10 games, he will give the ball away, and now you've got the whole front line attacking you, and that's why he's not a DM. But he plays forward balls, he plays through balls, he plays very nice setting the attack balls. That's what I enjoy about Fred. I don't feel Matic does it enough. He might do it once or twice, but he doesn't do it enough. He doesn't do it as much as Fred. But Matic is definitely a better DM. So I have to just take that one. But Fred today, 6. 6.5, 6. I don't really do the 0.5s, but if I'd say anything, 6.5. Moving forward, Pogba. Tav, how did you see Pogba's performance today? 1 to 10.
Yeah, I think Pogba played well. I'll give Pogba, I'll give him a 6.8. 6.8. I think he played pretty well. Again, it's hard to give these players a top quality rating because they didn't really have to do too much. Do you get what I'm saying? They didn't really test their abilities like that. So Pogba played a couple of nice passes, positive as always. So 6.8.
Okay, Magic.
I'll give Pog a 7. I thought he got much better in the extra time, but yeah, man, like it's just the little ones. Like Pog knows how to draw a foul. He knows how to. He's clever. He's clever. It's like the experience kicks in. Do you know what I mean? So he knows what he's doing. Like obviously where he clips the ball and he knows how to relieve the pressure off us and that. So yeah, I thought he played. He played all right.
Yeah, I enjoy Pogba. I can't lie. What number did you give Tav?
6.8.
6.8. Yeah. I mean, I'd agree. I'd say 7 as well. With Pog, anything there, 6.8, 7, anything like that. Good game. Bruno Fernandes or Penandes?
12.
What are you saying?
12.
Right, yeah.
Now I'm joking. Now, do you know what it is? It's just what the energy he brings to the team. You know what I'm saying? He can make something out of nothing. So he's always going to get that rating from me. But I think he played well, to be honest. You know, gave us a couple of opportunities, put away the penalty, of course. So probably give him a 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, Bruno Fernandes always comes through. Magic?
Yeah, I'll give Bruno 7.5 because obviously I don't think he really got going really to what we know what he can do, but obviously, yeah, man, like he put away the pen, like, and then when we got going, like, do you know what I mean? He started popping little balls through. He had one little one for Tony where Tony just missed it. It was a bit too much on it. He had another opportunity. Rash put him in, but then he tried to play Mata. But I thought he should have just took a shot. He took a touch and shot. Do you know what I mean? He hit a shot that hit the post. He's always going forward. He's always trying to make something happen. So yeah, man, like I thought Bruno was all right, but not to the level we know he is. You know what I mean? He didn't have that much of an impact. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I totally agree. But at least he's always trying something.
That's it.
And where I know it's a penalty, but he changed up his penalty style because obviously that keeper studied him and he waited for the jump and man just laced it, bro. Top bins, you mad.
Quickly. So
that's why I enjoyed it. So I'm going to give him an 8 because for me, he was the match winner. He got the goal. He done his normal job. Very, very happy with him today. Let's go out wide. Let's go to Mason Greenwood. Tav, what would you give Mason today?
I'll probably give him a 6 point again, another 6.8 because I think he done fairly well. I mean, it's the same about the goal because it was so tight. I didn't even think that was going in. Do you get what I'm saying? When he again managed to squeeze it in, so he's just one of them players, man. You know, makes stuff happen. Always positive again, similar to Bruno. And he played pretty well. Again, didn't do too much, but he done fairly decent.
Yeah, no, I agree. Magic?
Yeah, I'll give Mason a 6.5. Same as, because obviously Mata come on for him. I thought I'll give Mata the same. I thought Mata done really well when he come on, but with Mason, Mason always looking to make something happen when the ball's at his feet, innit? So yeah, man, I thought he done all right. Unlucky to get pulled off, but yeah, man, I thought Mason was all right. Yeah.
I'll give him a 7. I really like Mason. Mason, what he does in games, sometimes he goes missing for long periods because he's not a winger. He's not a winger. So he doesn't do the leg work and the popping up here and there and the runs and all that. But out of nowhere, he just pops a goal. Or he's always on target. He bagged today, got ruled out. He's hit the post. He's a danger. He's an absolute danger. His only fault is, like we say, sometimes he goes quiet in games. But once he pops up, it's gonna be wild. Let's go to the other side. Marcus Rashford. How do you think he got on today, Tav?
Yeah, I think Rashford played half decent. I mean, straight away off the bat, I still think I don't think he played as well as the other boys. He gave a couple of chances here and there, but I give him a 6.5. Again, he scored offside, of course, but what didn't do. It wasn't the normal Rashford I'd expect, of course. But yeah, fairly decent.
Okay. Magic.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6.5 as well. I thought, it was more it's when the extra time kicked in. that's when we came alive. Like everyone woke up, brother, thinking, Ross, we're here. Like, man, you know. Like, so I'll give Rush like a 6.5. If it was in the 90 minutes, I'll say Rush was pretty dead. Man. Like he had a couple opportunities where he could have done a little bit better. He done a few little things where he's played people in, and then something else has happened. But other than that, I just thought, I think all the boys need rest as well. All of them.
Yeah, they do. They had a little bit of a long rest now. Yeah, even though they did just step off a plane, and that can take it out of you. Even though it's an hour's trip. Yeah,
I think Rush could have done a lot better today, but not his best game. But 6.5.
See, I'd agree with that. Again, I don't really do the 0.5s, but I'd go with 6.5 again. I'd agree with you lot today. With Rash can be Cristiano Ronaldo, or he can have a poor game. He can turn it on and be phenomenal. You're just like, wow, look at this kid. Or everything he tries goes to shit. I personally think today maybe he carried an injury, and because he wasn't moving well, and he went off. Like after I said it, I said I hope he's not injured, and he went off. So maybe that's why he didn't have his best of games. But he still contributed, and maybe it was an injury. So I'd say 6.5. Anthony Martial, Magic.
For me, man of the match. I'm gonna give him a solid 8. Firm, solid 8. Like I don't think no one played good enough to get a 9 rating or anything like that. But I thought Tony, when the extra time kicked in, the way he was ghosting past people, like he should have scored a couple more. He should have scored a couple. Yeah, like he should have scored at least about 2-3 goals.
Yeah, for what he's built up, his reputation, he should be bagging
abilities. What he normally does. He should have, like, do you know what I mean?
I was very surprised when he missed that one, and then he got back up and got the penalty.
He should have scored like some more for us.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
It's never been a 1-0 game in the end, but Tony, like, he was very clever with a pen. He was ghosting. He was giving the keeper like a lot of work, bro. And that guy was fucking, he just accepted it, man. Man, you should have won about 4-0 today, man.
Should have, bro. My heart shouldn't have been in my mouth like that, bro. I was sweating. I know it's hot, but that was why I was sweating, bro. I'm sitting there thinking,
man of the match.
Oh, nice. I mean, bro, I was not looking forward to group chats if we did not win today. I tell you that. I was dreading it. I was thinking, oh, here we go. And then all the little people going to crawl out their holes who don't normally speak.
The comments.
Yeah, mad. Tav, Martial.
Nah, defo. I got to agree with Magic there. I mean, defo. I'll give him an 8. Man of the match. I mean, I'm not sure if you boys saw that chance where he was skipping past everybody. I thought, well, he's got to put it away. Mad. Last second, he I mean, don't get me wrong. That tackle was phenomenal, but he was again positive as always. Beating players, not scared to go at them. You know what I'm saying? It's just unlucky that he didn't put a couple more away. But man of the match, I'll give him an 8.
Okay. I mean, I totally agree. I'll give him an 8 as well. 8. Pretty fair. Let's go over to the subs. Obviously, Magic's already said a couple, but one matter. What did you say? 6.8 on that, Magic? What
6.5. I'll give him. I'll give him the same as what Mason, because obviously he's come on. Matt hasn't had that long on, but you know, I thought he got the ball. He was tidy. He was very tidy. He was very, very tidy. Like he didn't lose possession. Yeah, he kept us ticking over. Yeah, man, that was it. Matt does what Matt does, innit? Do you know what I
mean? Yeah.
Very true. Tav?
Yeah, I'll go with a 6.5. I mean, I don't think he done enough to get that 7 rating for me. You know, again, it wasn't long when he came on the pitch, but done a couple of positive things. Movement was good. So, 6.5 I think is a fair rating for him.
Yeah, totally. I'm with that. 6.5 as well. Matic. Tav?
I think Matic played well. I think, again, he come on. I mean, again, with Matic, I think Magic mentioned this. You know, sometimes he doesn't always go forward. I did notice a couple of things he was going sideways when he could have gone forward. But again, it's all about keeping possession of the ball sometimes. So in that sense, done fairly decent. I mean, I wouldn't give him, the same rating as Mata, but I'd probably give him, a 6. I think it's fairly reasonable.
Okay. Magic?
Yeah. I said before, I'll give him a 6.5, same as like Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He just calmed things down, kept the ball, didn't lose it, just popped it about, moved Copenhagen side to side, kind of like what we needed. To be fair, tried to open up, and I think, he's just a good partner for Pogba right now. That's what we need. Like, yeah, man, he just shored things up. To be fair,
someone who's calm, sits in front of the defence.
Can't
knock him.
give the ball to you.
Can't knock him. I mean, I'd give him a 6. Today, didn't do nothing wrong. Didn't do many great things. Nice performance. Didn't have long on the pitch. I'd give him a 6. Can we even give a rating to McSauce? Man like McTominay? McMayonnaise? All the names in the world. Can we give him a rating? He wasn't rated.
Him and Lingard, they just came on and done, man. There's no rating, bro.
Yeah, no rating.
Yeah.
Non-applicable.
Dash.
Yeah, nah. Anyway, boys, always good to see you. Always good to chat. That was the Man United fan show for today. Yeah, it was a good one. So obviously, when's our next game? Is it Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah, all right. Well, hopefully we get through that one, and I'll see you boys again on Sunday.
100%.
That's it.
All right, love, boys.
Top man. Nice one.
Cool.
Catch you in a bit.
We're ready for the champagne, baby. We're ready for the goose, the Henny, the girls that we're seeing on the telly. We do it for the pounds and the penny. We're